the Turquoise Coast, a place where Turks come to dip their toes into the aptly named turquoise waters. My first stop, Kaş, a place that came highly recommended. For a moment, it feels as if you step straight into the Mediterranean. Cobbled streets, a glistening harbour, and a waterfront lined with restaurants that spill towards the sea. Kaş is small and quaint. There is an intimate comfort to the place. It welcomes you slowly, towards hidden beaches, corner shop bars, and evenings spent wandering without a plan. Look a little closer though, and you will find a town carrying far more than just meets the eye. History sits beneath the surface, quite literally. Just offshore lies the sunken city of Kekova, a reminder that this coastline has been changing long before tourists arrived. A short distance away is Ulucic village, the gateway to exploring Kekova. There are a few ways to experience it, by boat or by kayak. The first stop on my kayak tour was Terasane Bay. It was a welcome rest from the heat of the Turkish summer. Up next, Kaleköy. With those with energy left, the climb to Sunken Castle offers a view unlike any other. Ancient ruins stretch over the sea of impossible blue. For those tired, like me, from a morning on the water, lunch with a view is a worthy alternative. Or try the local goat milk ice cream. Moving west, my next stop was Fethiye. A place known for two things: beach clubs and paragliding. An early start, a winding drive upwards, higher and higher still. At the top of Mugla, a small man with a very large backpack tells you that you're ready to fling yourself off the side of a mountain. A reassuring moment. Belted and buckled, there's no turning back. And then, you're flying. Suspended between rolling hills and the coastline, Fethiye unfolds beneath you. Blue meets green in a puzzle of mountains, forests, and sea. There is a lightness to being above it all, floating somewhere between the sky and the land. And then comes the reminder that you're attached to another person who is casually twisting and turning the glider through the air. It's a strange feeling of freedom as you hurtle towards the beach below. It's an experience unlike anything else. To vacation like a Turk, you must do an all-it-is cruise, which, to my surprise, was not a peaceful Mediterranean sailing experience that I had imagined. It was a party boat, a pirate ship, specifically. Why? I'm still not entirely sure. Perhaps that is exactly the point. The boats arrived in fleets, tourists descending upon Butterfly Valley, given just enough time for a swim before being ushered back to the next stop. The calm of the Mediterranean interrupted by Turkish pop blasting from the speakers. A dance, a cliff jump, and a questionable amount of stimulation. At some point, you begin to wonder if there really is a bird on board, or whether the combination of the heat, music, and salt water has finally pushed you into hallucination. Best not to question it too much. My advice? Lean into the experience. A myriad of minibuses later, I left Fethiye behind and found myself in Bodrum.
I am currently in Bodrum and I'm just going to walk around town for a little bit, explore, possibly go for a swim, have a little look around. I know there's a castle I can walk up, so let's go do that.
At a glance, Bodrum appears to be a place where people come to escape beaches, boats, restaurants, and long afternoons by the sea. But underneath the surface is something much older. Bodrum Castle is a physical timeline of history. Ottoman, Byzantine, Roman, Doric, and Hellenistic. All of these layers of civilization built upon one another. It began in the 1400s, but each era has left its mark. What makes Bodrum fascinating is that the past hasn't been erased. It hasn't been replaced. It exists alongside the present. The castle houses the Bodrum Museum of Underwater Archaeology. Inside is a collection of plates, clay, and metal, objects carefully recovered from the seabed, carrying stories from ships and civilizations long gone. There is something almost unbelievable about so much history existing in one place, defined by movement and change, a place where people, cultures and powers have crossed paths for centuries.
Gün olduğunu en iyi bilenlerden birisi. Çünkü o da bir genç. O da bir
It seems this is something that Turkey continues to do. My next stop, Selçuk, was no different.
I am currently in Selçuk, and if you can hear it, I sound a little bit sick and I have had a cold for the past couple of days, but today I'm up and about. This is my little hostel at the moment. I have the room to myself. Just check the temperature. It is a sweltering 35 degrees.
Just outside the city lies Ephesus, a Roman ruin said to be 10 times the size of California's Disneyland. Expansive? Doesn't quite cover it. On a hot Turkish day, tourists move through the ruins in waves. But here, it somehow feels fitting. This city was built for people, and thousands of years later, people are still walking its streets. Depending on when you enter, Ephesus begins at the Great Theatre. Heading down the harbour street, the scale of the city begins to reveal itself, carved into the landscape beneath Mount Pion. Next comes the Agora, once the centre of trade and commerce. As you move through it, it feels as if time begins to rewind slowly. Details become clearer. And then suddenly, standing before you is the Library of Celsius. Having survived fire and earthquakes, and later being reconstructed in the 70s, the library once housed thousands of scrolls. Today, its famous facade remains. At its front, 4 feminine figures stand at the entrance. There is something about the Library of Celsius. Compared to the scale of Ephesus, it is small, yet it stands tall, demanding attention, elegant in its stature. It's a monument not just about architecture, but to the preservation of passing of knowledge. Moving through the city, the streets unfold. Here you find everyday life of Rome. Bathhouses and temples sit beside ornate terrace houses and fading frescoes. And, of course, it wouldn't be Roman without statues and columns, which here are not difficult to find. Continuing through the Gate of Hercules towards the Odeon and the State Agora. Here is a place for performance, a place for politics, and a place for people. But what is a visit to a historical site without an interactive experience? This one tells a story behind the marble. And as it so often does, it comes back to religion. Faith and worship were the foundation of Ephesus. Artemis, a cult so powerful that her temple once stood as one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, twice the size of the Parthenon. Today, a single column remains. Her downfall? Christianity. Centuries passed and Artemis was replaced. The old gods gave way to new faith. Her successor? The Virgin Mary. I had one final stop before my time in Selçuk came to an end. Traditional baklava and homemade ice cream. From here, I headed northwest by train to Izmir. After a coastal day trip to Cheshire, I was surprised by the beauty of Izmir. Not by its coastline, but by its art scene. Forget the galleries, look elsewhere. Dive into the industrial areas, and between mechanics, empty warehouses, and abandoned buildings, something unexpected appears. Vibrancy. The art of creating something from nothing. Where walls become canvases, neglected spaces become expressions of human creativity, and the grey is almost unrecognisable. It's an explosion of the need to create, to leave a mark, to exist. And it doesn't belong in a gallery. hidden among the industrial areas of Izmir, exactly where it was created, is exactly where it belongs.